Hello, my name is Jordan Pollard. My project name is SOMA, and this project deals with different universes, different worlds. It was meant to be a VR project. However, I couldn't get the VR to run through the headset, so I brought in my sounds from the world. It's a soundscape, and then I have some found objects in the room from the world that I decided to make. The game is about characters who can craft universes with their minds and their experiences or whatever. And the sounds that come from the world are what's important because they indicate who the people are that make the world.
What was the process like taking on this project?
Well, this project is something that I've been working on for quite a while. It's like a story I've just been writing and coming back to every now and again. And I just decided to kind of like go deep into it since I went back to college.
You are someone who has a lot of artistic abilities. I've seen some of your more traditional work. What was it like choosing this method of doing a VR game?
I like challenging myself, and I do like touching everything and like trying to get good at everything. But VR is something I've been interested in since like it became a thing.
Yeah.
And I never thought I'd even have like the money or opportunity to be able to even touch this type of technology and like learn the software and learn these things and learn code and all that. For me, specifically because of how I lived and grew up, VR is something that I'm interested in, but also something that I'm almost like grateful to be able to learn. Mm-hmm. So like I've just kind of like fell in love with it. I fell in love with like the spatial aspect of it and playing around with 3D space instead of 2D space. Because like you said, I did traditional work before. Mm-hmm. So like having that third dimension has been really interesting. And then there's also the dimension of time that doesn't really get talked about in VR, but that definitely plays a crucial role because that implementation of the third dimension. And now I'm interested in like seeing how I can craft those worlds in that 3D space and trying to implement the dimension of time while you're playing the game. So you feel a sense of like passing time.
How has your artistic method changed since being in kinetic imaging?
And when I was doing traditional work, it was like everything had to be perfect. Everything had to like make sense and the composition had to be right and all that nonsense. But when I came to kinetic imaging, what I realized is that there is like a lot of value in the mistakes. Just allowing things to kind of flow because kinetic imaging involves like a vast variety of mediums. So like kinetic imaging is definitely like broken. That like urge to want to be like super perfect, I still had that problem, but not like I used to. So like now I'm willing to let certain things slide.
And what is one detail in your project that viewers might not notice on the first go, but when they look at it again, would notice?
Interpret it however you want to interpret it. I am a little upset that I couldn't get my visuals in and like let people walk around that world and have that sound, but no, just come in and like feel the sounds.
Well, thank you so much for coming to be interviewed.
Of course.